Representative, I do. So, you stand anywhere you want. I'm just going to start by pointing out that we have not done one of these. Hi, Senator. How are you?
Well, thank you, Bob.
We have not done. Hi, Senator. We have not done one of these.
I feel like I'm taking up too much room. Sorry about that, Governor.
We've not done one of these in this office since before the pandemic. Okay, so it's been a very long time, and I'm so glad we were able to do one here today, and especially on this issue. I do.
I also want to start off with thanking Governor Baker, State Representative Steve Altrino, State Senator Sal DiDomenico, State Senator Adam Gomez, Representative China Tyler, and advocates of the Crown Coalition who helped pass this bill. My sister and I couldn't be more grateful for their work in getting us here today. When Maya and I were sophomores in high school, we were punished by Mystic Valley Regional Charter School for wearing our hair in braids. Since then, we promised ourselves we would do everything we can to make sure no one has to go through what our school put us through again. And now, here we are today. It has been a long fight, but we are now able to say Massachusetts will be officially putting the Crown Act into law. It means the absolute world to us to be here today and witness this moment in history. Thank you so much.
I'll be brief, and I have the inevitable, coming up to the Cook sisters, I don't know how I grew the short straw after that, but I'm just very, very happy to be here, and very happy that we got this across the finish line. And it doesn't even seem right that we have to pass a law to do exactly what we're trying to do today. Not have discrimination in our workplace, in our schools, and have to have two young people in our schools stand up and fight and say, we are not taking this any longer. Just imagine how many times this has happened in the past. People kept quiet, haven't spoken up. And we have two young leaders here who, in the face of probably not such easy conditions and not really a comfortable spot to be in, to go against their school and right or wrong, and injustice. And the fact that we have you here today and speaking so eloquently about this and making sure that people across the Commonwealth know, all these cameras here today, that it's never going to happen again because of the two of you. That is a very, very powerful statement coming from my young people today. So take pride in this, that you changed the history of the state, changed the culture of our state, and stood up in the face of adversity to make that happen, not just for yourself, but so many people that are following behind you. And that's a true testament. This is your legacy. This should be called your law, right, because of what you've done. So I just want to thank my colleagues, Representative Altrino. He is very humble about his role in this. He was the leader, really, who pushed hard to get this across the finish line. Took this upon himself last session. And my colleagues, China Tyler, my good friend, Senator Gomez, who just came in and already passes a bunch of laws. He's great. He's like amazing. We have Senator Lydia Edwards, who made a maiden speech on this issue, and really that's a testament to how important this is to her. Senator Lewis, who is also the senator for the constituents and brought this to our attention as well. The Crown Act Coalition, is everybody in the room, I want to thank everybody, and so many people here, and the governor for signing this, and to our staff as well, because we have tremendous staff who worked on this bill for several sessions to get it to come to reality. So this is really a special day for all of us. Thank you for everyone's efforts to make this happen. And one other thing, I just want to mention that we have someone here today who made sure that this was a priority for the state Senate. Actually, two people. Our Senate President, Karen Spilker, is here, which is pretty amazing to have our Senate President, how important this is for her. And our Chair of the meeting was here. Mike Rodriguez even back to the rostrum, but to have the Senate President here and the Speaker's support, and our two Chair of Ways and Means on board as well, because make this happen really special. So thank you, Senate President, for joining us today.
I just will add a very brief, two sentences maybe, ditto to what has already been said, but we are all very proud of your courage and your bravery. There is a plaque I have on my desk, and it makes me think of both of you. Well-behaved women rarely make history. So thank you for being feisty and spunky and for fighting for what you believe in and for fighting discrimination. It's not acceptable in any form. So thank you so much.
Representative?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Representative China Tyler, representative of the 7th Suffolk District here in Boston, also chairwoman of the Massachusetts Black and Latino Caucus, and we have several members here of the Massachusetts Black and Latino Caucus, and I will port them out, but here I go, because I know that I always mess up on this. But we have Representative Russell Holmes, we have the counselor who was with us today, Ruth C. Lujan. We have Representative Brandy Fluker, hopefully is not at hand, Representative Kip Diggs of Cape, COD, Representative Vika Eliguado of JP, Representative Liz Miranda of the other side of Roxbury. And that's it, right? Anybody else? Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm starting first and then we'll go down. And we also have, as you know, one of the co-sponsors of the bill, Senator Adam Gomez, Senator Lydia Edwards, who is amazing, and just joined us this year. And welcome again. I always welcome you all year. This is your year. And our executive director is Avon Phillips of the Massachusetts Black and Latino Caucus. And I just want to say to you young ladies, I came in this building very young, and it's very difficult being young, but you are brave. And just know that your identity matters to us, and it not only matters to us here in this room, but it matters in this building. And so we will do whatever we can to make sure that we protect your identity, and we make sure that your academic experience and your workbook experience is culturally sensitive to you. I'm a mom, I have a daughter, and doing hair every day is not the best feeling in the world, but it really makes my daughter's day when she feels happy about her hairdo, and I'll remain committed to that, and the caucus will do so too. So thank you so much. I also too want to thank a woman that is in my life, Tracy Washington. She did my hair forever, she still does my hair, and it means a lot to me for her to be here today. So Tracy, I love you and thank you for coming.
Senator Gomez?
Thank you, Governor Baker, Senate President Stoka, Chairman Lady Dees, Mike Rogers, Saraceno, always gotta give them a shout out. My colleague, Senator DiDomenico, outside, good friend, Steve Altrino, and also somebody that took me in with big hugs and laughs. When I got sworn in, I was scared to death when I first walked into this building, which was my chairwoman, China Tyler. Thank you all for being a part of history, being a part of something we should have done 100 years ago. I think that being the 18th state is a true testimony that we are still gaining momentum to make sure that this becomes federal law. Cook sisters, you guys are extraordinarily brave and amazing and courageous. And when I tell my daughters about you and to stand up for what's right, you guys are going to be that legacy. Those two sisters that stared in the face of adversity and said no more. I was proud to co-sponsor, to be a part of this. Big shout out to the Crown Coalition. This is definitely a grassroots effort that really came from the bottom up. And we're hearing an amazing thing 5 years later. And unfortunately, it took you guys to ring the bell to tell us that what we need to do as legislators. So with that being said, congratulations, Mom and Dad. My hat's off to you, because in the end of all this, you need truly two amazing parents to tell your daughters, we can obviously see they do not look like you, that their hairstyle, their natural hairstyle, regardless of the excuses of professionalism or discrimination, will not be tolerated. So my hat's off to you, the Mom and Dad, as well. Thank you so much.
Got a lot of people here. Anybody else want to say anything? I'm just looking at Mom and Dad for the heck of it. You guys are good? Okay. Senator Lewis?
I'm going to defer to Senator.
All right.
I'm going to say Brandon. Her
Brandon?
maiden speech, I think, was on this,
Yes.
right?
Go for it. Maiden
Sure.
speech? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Brandy Cooper, Oakley State Rep for the South Suffolk. To these young ladies who have gotten so many shout outs, I just want to say thank you so very much. We need you. Your voice matters. Your perspective matters. And how you were fiercely wanted to be made matters. So thank you for speaking up. I did my maiden speech on this. Having been a public school teacher before I ran for office, I taught in Baltimore City, and I always thought it was important for my students to see me in my natural hair, so they too can be comfortable in their natural hair. Then I went to law school, Mr. Governor, came back, was a public defender, my natural hair was not going to fly in the city of Boston as it did in Atlanta when I was learning school and studying the practice of law. So I did painstaking hours to straighten it so that way we know court and public perception matters when you're trying to represent somebody and protect their rights and their livelihood. And so what you signed today isn't just a piece of paper. It's not just symbolic. It truly is a game changer for Black women and folks who have natural hair all throughout our Commonwealth, and it matters. So thank you.
Senator Edwards?
Thank you, and to my sister, I'm amazed by the strength of the amount of, I'm going to just be direct, the strength of Black women in the state of Massachusetts and what we got done. And so shout out to all of them and all the shades and all the ways in which we choose to wear our hair. We made history yet again in this state, and with coalition of people of all colors and backgrounds, leadership. I have to honestly say, I think right now I'm the first state senator with dreadlocks. I am standing here proudly with this natural hairstyle that was invented by a Black woman so that we can be chemical free, so that we can have these are called sister locks, and I get them done in Dorchester, and we've created small businesses around that. A whole economy exists around our hair. A whole oppressive economy also exists around our hair, whether we're buying fake hair, whether we're putting chemicals in it. So this is changing not only the civil rights and understanding of self-love game, but it's also going to change the economy game and how we are more validated for our natural hair. We can invest, pay for, and get more natural hairstyles done. I also started my legal career here in Boston. I did not have this hair. I had someone else's hair, most likely from India, and her hair was woven into my hair so that I can fit in. And I don't feel that I have to fit in. I feel like I can break the mold. And I want to thank every single one of my sisters here, the governor, you two incredible women, and I just want to also thank, of course, the lead sponsors. Steve, that's how we actually met Representative Altrino on this bill. And just thank you, so many friends, my Sicilian brother, Paul Donato, and of course, my Senate President, who from day one made this the priority when I walked in. Thank you so much.
I just, before we...
Steve wants another shot, I guess. I guess he didn't feel like he got everything he needed to say off his chest the first time.
Yeah, no problem.
I have a lot of pens I got to hand out here.
Right. I just want to say Senator DiDomenico touched upon it. I have to thank my staff. My staff worked on writing this bill 2 years ago. Sarah, who's no longer with us, she's at Suffolk Law, top of her class. And from Sarah to Matt, who wrote this version of it, who's here today, and then Claudia and Lizzie, they worked so hard, and I can't thank you enough. But when you talk about brave, when I saw this happen, I was talking to the majority leader at the time, who was Mariano, and I was so upset, and he said, stop complaining and do something about it. And I wrote the bill 4 years ago, and I want to thank Speaker Mariano, because when he became Speaker, I said, oh, I have a shot at this one now. And so I want to thank him and thank everyone for all that you do, and you folks are just amazing. Don't run against me. And
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, we heard that
run
part.
for governor. Well, too late now. But thank you for all of your work, and I am so proud of you too. So thank you,
Thank you.
Governor.
I do want to give one of the other legislators who are here, and to Mom and Dad. What else we got over here? That was beautiful. Madam President?
Thank you.
Representative? Thank you. And to the car. So can you pass these to the two representatives who are back there? Did I get everybody? Did I get you, Russell?
I'll make sure they all got one.
They grab one for the room.
Yeah. Did you get one? Liz? Representative Miranda? Okay. Good. Do you guys have any questions on this? Yeah.
Sisters who were behind the bill. Can you both maybe take us through the moment as you saw Governor Baker flying this legislation into law, and also just your beautiful curls, also here as well. I know it took a lot of care to put those together today. I just want to hear a little bit more from you about what emotions were going through you as this was signed.
All All right, so when you two step up here to answer that question, I'm going to give these guys a photo, which is you standing in front of this, both of you, okay? Smile.
Everyone in, come on in.
All right, that also gave you a chance to think a little about what you wanted to say.
Honestly, this moment, I mean, we've been waiting for years, and when I saw him sign it, it really took me back to that first time when I got my detention, and I was thinking about how hard this would be. Sorry, I don't even want to cry. When we first got our detentions, I never thought we'd be here. It was one of the hardest things. To be here today and know no one will go through that again. It means more than the world. It really does. Thank you.
Maya and Deanna, it's clear that obviously the emotions are still raw. I interviewed you guys back in March. You guys are in college now. This was 5 years ago, but obviously still very emotional. What does it mean to know, particularly for Black men, women, young girls, and boys, that you changed the game? I have to say, I started rock blue grade after doing your interview. So as many people have mentioned, you really have really changed the game, not only for that landscape, but also for the media. How does it feel to know you've changed so many lives?
It feels amazing to know that we changed so many lives. You know, seeing the governor sign the bill, just amazing. I can't even believe we're here today and this is actually happening. And just like Deanna said, I remember back to when we first got in trouble for this and going down to the principal's office and being nervous because I knew I was going to get in trouble for my hair, and now no one's going to have to go through that.
Yes. Thank you.
When you talk about when a person is not offered a dignity that every human being should have, how does that feel when you show up with a natural hairdo and it's not accepted? What does that feel like?
It hurts. It hurts a lot. It feels really awful to know that the way I am naturally is looked down upon by people. It's hard because it's like I just want to be natural and be myself, and it's hard when people are discriminating you against that.
Right, when you're wearing your hair in any state, in any form, especially naturally, and you're told no, it's not acceptable, you have to leave, you can't have it, it really is a personal attack. And to know that that can no longer happen in the state of Massachusetts is such a win.
Well, congratulations.
Well, right now we're both still in college. I'm a senior. I go to UMass Amherst. And
I go to UMass Dartmouth. Yeah, I want to do organizational psychology. Organizational psychology, yeah.
and I'm heading towards business.
Good. Whatever you do, you both will succeed. It's
on your resume, for sure.
You have one on one side, I have one on the other side, so you never know.
Well, congratulations again, and thank you.
Thank you.
Could we stay and take a picture, you think? Just a quick picture of your time? Just quick.
Yeah, sure. So what?
Snap this picture with you before they leave.
I'm happy to sign it. I start a lot of days with you.
I know.
Congratulations.
How's your week going so far? How's your week?
Well, you guys are starting to get stuff over the goal line.
This was given to me by Lydia, pushing it. It was right there.
As far as it goes.